This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Kelly on the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A gain of 39 that time. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cornelder. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They run here with Stewart, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Stewart on 1st down. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense showing blitz. Throwing is Newton. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. A Carolina first, Newton to Benjamin.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes...
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Newton on first down. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, here's Newton. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Newton dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On first down, it's Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Kelvin Benjamin's size coming out of college scared some people, and some wondered if he might actually move into tight end, 6'6", nearly 250. Instead, he's using those talents out wide.
I think I'm sitting next to the analyst who thought he might be a tight end at some point.
Yeah, didn't know that you might actually bring it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Here's Newton now on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way. Ran.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Following the interception, Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A first down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Second down, Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. They go play action. Cousins. And this is brought in by Pryor. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll try to run for it with Kelly. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Now Kelly on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Rob Kelly as time expires in the first half. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. First, we now proceed to the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Cousins now on second down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Cousins to his big target. Reed and the Redskins have a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Johnson in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Redskins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, Cousins will head to the sideline and give way to Dustin Hopkins. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And the Panthers coming out now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw on second down. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. They give him a gain of 38. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terrell Pryor, 60 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And now a first down following that long gain. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that'll be caught. Panthers touchdown. It's Benjamin with a grab. Kelvin Benjamin from 21 yards away. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw left side complete. It's Reed. And he is knocked down from the side. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And this one complete to Reed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Cousins now. And Reed with it over the middle. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Throwing here, Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And to give this time to the tailback. And he displayed a nice little hurdle there, but not a whole lot of room on the back end as he's taken down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Here's Cousins. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the... Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Carolina getting set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Newton to throw. Buying time to his left. And they can't bring him down. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Preston Smith able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Cousins here to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
We see passes like that all the time, don't we? When he's back there surveying the field, clock ticking in his head, trying to avoid the sack and the hit. Led him just a little bit too much trying to get out to his running back.
A give left side, Kelly. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Here's Cousins. A deep ball for Dotson. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over.
Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to give me. I still wish it would, I still wish I'm well, yeah. Put my problems in. Only check up when the checks come. My pockets looking blessed up. All the talking never stressed us. They talking like they jealous of me. They talking like they never love me. They talking like they next door. I still treat them like so. Showers on the way. I've been working 25 hours every day. Pull up with the bands, have them dancing in the rain. Pull up with the bands, have them dancing in the rain. Yo. Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to give me. I still wish it would, I still wish I'm well, yeah. Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to give me. I still wish it would, I still wish I'm well, yeah. Promises and wishes, candles for my exes now. Ain't no fingers left to count my blessing now. Promises and wishes, trust me, it's been different now. No rings for the things I go missing now. Promises and wishes, why would I ever start celebrating? Why would I ever start celebrating? I'm naming all the hearts I've been breaking. I'm naming all the hearts I've been breaking. The showers on the way. I've been working 25 hours every day. Pull up with the bands, have them dancing in the rain. Pull up with the bands, have them dancing in the rain. Yo. Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to give me. I still wish it would, I still wish I'm well, yeah. Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to give me. I still wish it would, I still wish I'm well, yeah.
Falling too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip. Word upon your lip. Rather that you rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. body feeling miserable. Always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible. Looking at my years like I'm out of dumb. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough from the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, word upon your lip, ready. Hypothetical, working out of something that I'm proud of. Out of the box, an epoxy to the world and the vision we've lost. I'm an apostrophe. I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe, and yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm half diseased. And when I am deceased, at least I go down to the grave and die happily, and leave the body of my soul to be a part of me. I'll do what it takes, whatever it takes. Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I'll do what it takes.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me, that's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. Like Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Cousins' Redskins going up against Newton's Panthers.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up. And he's out of bounds right at the 25 with the Washington Redskins. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, they run with Stewart. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. Now it's Crowder. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Rob Kelly, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins have taken a 1st quarter lead. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
20! Touchdown, Carolina! A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The drive starts with Rob Kelly. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Cousins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part of
play action. Cousins looking for Pryor. Long breaks through the contact. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ten yards still left on second down. To throw again. Newton. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First down, Newton. Going deep for Benjamin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, 65 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Hey, that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A first down throw for Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. to try to punch it in. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Rob Kelly with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And the lead is now 2. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's got room. There he goes right side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. But not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A second down throw for Cousins. Looking for Pryor long. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And Hopkins' kick is no good. It's wide to the left. So, well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Jordan Reed has it. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there at 22. Now a handoff here to his running back. Kelly stripped. The ball is free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going to throw deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Another run, this time McCaffrey across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it. There he goes left side. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
It's safe to say that the 3rd quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the 2nd half.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Kelly tries the right side, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just 1 behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners that gave up a lot of big plays.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. To throw is Cousins. And a return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And we're back now in Charlotte. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Newton, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route. He tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here.
Here we go. Lucky 48.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to improvise. And avoids the contact by sliding. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Star Latulele breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Second down, Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first and 10, Newton. And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
20.
Throwing again. Newton. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They'll pitch it to Kelly. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Cousins on first down. Setting up the screen to Kelly. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Play action now. Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Play fake. Cousins. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Rob Kelly, 14 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he's loose again. The 30, 10, and he's taken it all the way back for a return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance.
And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And some room to work. Broken tackle for Kelly. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Throwing here, Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Cousins. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me, that's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, yeah. I'm blessed, I don't. No fun if the homies, man, R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for.
All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. So the Browns offense ready to go on 1st down and 10. Throwing now, Kessler on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back, try again. Thanks for playing the Madden Ultimate. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. This is Isaiah Crowell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
Man. Too broke to pay attention. Man. Yeah. Man, listen. All I got is this ambition. That's it. Listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. I am. They dropped the ball and saw real with the game is friendless. The pain is endless. The game changed. I blame these lame pretenders. My friends and Benzes parked at the entrance. Inside, you still hear the engine like Ren. They dropped the ball and saw I ran with it. Where I come from, you can't visit. I talk money.
All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. So 1st and 10 for the Redskins offense as they get ready. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see you again right here on the Madden Ultimate. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Earl Mitchell able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. It didn't work out this time, but there's always next time, and we'll see you next. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Now Barkley. And incomplete to open things up. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for, but there's always next time. We'll see you next. So 1st and 10 for the Redskins offense as they get ready. Here's Barkley. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time.
Always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm shining. They ain't seen it when I'm young, out here grinding. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, young, getting paid, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm poppin'. They don't wanna put some money in my pockets. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, a hater always gonna hate, yeah. Mad at me cause I'm tryna feed my I'm supposed to make it out and I don't bring my thing. No way, no way, no way, yeah. Day ones and they here to stay, yeah. I heard he's always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah.
I heard he tryna lie me, but I ain't no dummy. It's okay though, got it, you really want it. I spent 13 on the ring and now I feel unlucky. Hey, she love my diamond ring, she said she wanna touch it. It's okay, I get 30K just to hit this.
All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's Solo Challenge. Madden Ultimate Team. Go earn your keep. And on 2nd down, the offense gets ready to rock.
Here we go now.
Glennon. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Pernell McPhee coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now Glennon. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They got the lead fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Green.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Wright's got it. John Fox displeased at how that turned out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Nice job. Congratulations defeating the Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't ever say amen. Boys in that can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Maybe no was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Then we pull up in the Fondas. Go up. Walking. Show up, baby, hold up, glow up, boy, don't touch, we flow up, yeah, I'm laughing to the bank, all new blue Benny Franks, pulled up on him in the tank, yeah, that guy just a rap guy, I'm so mad flying, he ain't, let me back, I gave me until I was going on Miami, they all cornballs, they can't stand me, I finesse, all them. I hear, get a plan. Let's go that my whoa. Low. Got strain on yo. She post up a NCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we this paper, please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't ever say amen. Yeah. That boys in that can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Gonna. Did it like my persona. Gonna. Maybe no was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Glow up. Walking. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow up. She lucky. Cause she 5 mil cash in Kentucky. I walk up in demons, spend 10K just like it's nothing. I hang with the demons, they don't play by me, we cut. I was coolin', Atlanta, mixed with the Fanta. All them, I got Santa, I go monkey, all that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, fast as Uber in that race. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't ever say amen. Yeah. That boys in that can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Gonna. Did it like my persona. Gonna. Maybe no was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Glow up. Walking, show up, baby, hold up, glow up, boy, don't touch, we flow, glow up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Flacco's Ravens going up against Cousins' Redskins.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Joe Flacco and the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They go play action. Cousins looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And the slot man goes in motion left. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Brett Perriman there. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. They'll run again here with West. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence West, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll go again with Kelly. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now 3rd down, less than a yard. On the run, it's Kelly. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll throw again. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's Flacco. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The slot man in motion right. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Passing play. Flacco looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Fresh set of downs here. And they're definitely showing blitz here. First and 10 here for Flacco. Now he'll escape to his right, and he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Brashad Perriman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
When you're a great route runner.
And now it's blocked. And the Redskins have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt. Unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
This is Kelly. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. They run with it. It's Kelly. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking for Pryor long. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And the Ravens taking the field. On 1st down, Flacco. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The tight end, Ben Watson, in motion. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Flush to his right. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Flacco. And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. Again, this is Kelly. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Kelly. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On the ground, it's West again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Partner, I think a lot of people thought that Baltimore would draft at least one runner. In fact, they didn't take any skill position players in the draft. So I think a lot's still going to fall on Terrence West.
Well, he did have over 1,000 yards from scrimmage last year, a career high. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. On the screen, this is Woodhead. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he cuts it back, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence West, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Rob Kelly, 43 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. Bootleg, Flacco. Finding room to the 20. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Flacco looks to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Redskins. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Play fake. Cousins. Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. Finding some room at midfield. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Washington. Rob Kelly with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Redskins have made this a 1-score game. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd? And they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
They begin here with a run by West. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. The first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace, 42 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terrell Pryor, 63 yards. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Flacco off play action. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Flacco here on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Baltimore is going to go here. It's Flacco. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. To pass, Flacco. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
They'll look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Preston Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Setting to throw, Flacco. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.